Hi librarians, I'm Camille Perri, and I'm thrilled that you've chosen my debut novel, The Assistants for Early Words First Flights. I feel like I'm among friends here, because long before I wrote The Assistants, I was a reference librarian at two Long Island libraries, the East Meadow Public Library, which is where I grew up, and the Great Neck Library, which, if you've ever read The Great Gatsby, and I trust that you have, is also known as West Egg. But even before I went to library school and became a librarian, I worked as a library page all through high school. That's me, age 16. Now this was really the dream job, not only because spending hours putting books in numerical and alphabetical order is unbelievably soothing to a kid with mild OCD, because if you were really good at it, you'd get all your work done with plenty of time left over to read. Now, to be clear, reading in the stacks was not actually allowed. So I guess I should issue an apology to my former employers and the taxpayers of the town of East Meadow. But it's really a sorry not sorry. Because those years I spent surreptitiously reading while standing up, camouflaging myself behind a spinny rack of paperbacks, pretending to be working, I fell in love with reading in a way that I don't think I could have had I not been spending so much time surrounded by such a vast collection of books. Unlike many writers, I didn't grow up in a house that had many books around. My parents worked very hard, but neither of them went to college. My father's an Italian immigrant who was way too busy working to support his family as a tailor to have much time to read for pleasure. So as a kid who was hungry for stuff to read, I read the dictionary because that was the biggest book that we had in the house. In other words, it wasn't a total fluke that as a teenager, I wanted to get a job at the local library. And I should mention that I was unbelievably fortunate to grow up in a town that had one of the best libraries, if not the best library, in the entire county. My local library made it possible for a first-generation American kid with no money in her pocket and zero access to books at home to read and read and read until one day she sat down to write a book herself. And now here we are. So, I hope you'll join me for a live chat on January 27th. We can talk about The Assistants, or just gush over how awesome libraries are. Either way, I hope to talk to you then.